Right, welcome everybody to Talk by the Motor Guild number 2. Today we are joined by Gareth Burnett Jones. Gareth, you had a career in automotive. You've run Auto Millennium Group as an MD. You've been the group MD for Al Shali, and now you're actually going into a new chapter into your accessories business. So you're actually a very special person. You know the business from both sides. You know the boardroom, you know the operations on the ground. That makes you very special, and this is what we're here to talk about today. I want to hear from you what makes this accessory that opportunity that now you've changed lane.
Well, thank you for the kind introduction. That was very nice of you to say. I've been here 20 years. I've done a few things. So the accessories business is something I stepped into. It was something that I was doing back when I was in the dealer network. You had to differentiate. I had the pleasure of being able to visit China and to see what was really happening. China is the place. It's where the largest motor show is in the world, and this is where you see all the things that's coming tomorrow.
So let's talk about the opportunity here in the region compared to traditional markets or more established markets like the US, like Europe, the UK. What do you see is the opportunity for a dealership here in the region in terms of size and magnitude?
You mentioned two very important markets in the world, which is UK, US, and even Europe. And there's things going on there which we're not really taking advantage of here. If we look at what's happening in this market, we've got Liwa. Liwa is the largest off-road show probably in the Middle East, if not anywhere else. But 1 million people turned up to this. It's one of the fastest growing hobbies is overlanding. Being the fastest growing overlanding hobby, it was something that as a dealer, and especially what's happening in the UK and the US, they're really taking advantage of this. They're taking advantage of seeing where there's a gap in the market, looking at certain products that work and pushing it. But this market's been a little bit lacking. The GCC market has been a bit slow on the uptake of this. Obviously, there's a lot of other accessories which aren't sold in Europe and UK, such as window tinting, because you don't really need it. The lifestyle changes are happening over here. The lifestyle, what people want. Dune bashing still very, very popular. But people are doing overlanding, and that's probably what is overlanding is a question there. But it's to briefly explain what that is. It's very simple. It's going out into the mountainous areas, going to a destination, and the journey and the destination. The destination is the journey. Right. So it's getting up in the morning, getting your car ready, friends, family, getting everything on the roof that you need to put all your tables, chairs, and going out.
Don't forget the barbecue.
And the barbecue. And you need to get everything ready and going to a destination and enjoying the day, enjoying nature. That's what overlanding's about.
Right.
And it's happening more and more here.
Yeah.
And the dealers, if we look at the accessories business in Europe, in US, they capitalize very quickly on these, where we're kind of missing a trick in the whole GCC. So if customers are buying all these brands of cars, Toyotas, Jeeps, all the Chinese cars, bike, you're looking at iCar, you're looking at all these where they have off-road and overlanding capabilities, but nobody's actually doing anything to actually get these ready in the showroom. So
right.
It's a big issue.
So that actually brings me to my next question that I had for you today, which is quite nicely, Gareth. Thank you very much for going to that direction. The dealers are selling. If I was going to a dealership today, they would tell me we're selling accessories. But as you say, tinting. Well, what's the value of that, right? What's the revenue stream of it? Whereas, as you say, there is a market that actually could be served that they're ignoring right now. What do you believe? And I know it's going to be different car by car, but let's put a ballpark out there in terms of what are dealers leaving on the table when they're not pushing for that opportunity of selling some overlanding kit?
We said tinting. Tinting's a given in this country. You buy a car, it happens. PPF is another one that's happening, and customers are asking for it. But if we look at overlanding, if we look at what Arcane Warrior, my brand, is doing, we're providing a full lifestyle experience, and this is not happening in dealers. And as a percentage, if we look at what that really means, if you go into any showroom, I challenge you all to go to any showroom and say, okay, this is not just a bunch of cars in a showroom. This is a lifestyle experience.
Well, let's talk about, we might have some of those dealer principals listening in today, and you've run dealerships.
Yeah.
What's the playbook? Like, how do I understand the customer is open for this? How do I approach him? What's the best way of selling this, so you can actually also protect it and it doesn't end up being a giveaway or a freebie or a discount, right?
It's very important. You can't sell what you can't see.
Yeah,
it's the basics. It's the basics. So the best thing is display. Putting it on a car, putting it on display, you get interest, but also it shows the customer the versatility of the vehicle. So each brand has a vehicle that is either SUV or overlanding capabilities. There is the opportunity there to have a huge opportunity to bring customers to your showroom. Make it a destination. Yeah, make yourself different. Nobody else is doing this. So the dealers out here, the ones that want to change and make a big difference here, are the ones that will go, okay, I'm going to think outside the box. I'm going to do something they're not doing, and that's going to attract customers. Yeah, because customers are going to realize that they can come to your showroom, they can see, they can touch it. Okay, conversions happen. You can have a menu, something where a customer can see. You can have packages. Okay, right. You could have an overnight overlander with a tent on the roof. You could have the Overlander Pro with ours. We got the new state-of-the-art roof rack systems. You can have the awnings. You can have the tables. You can have the chairs, the boxes, the military-grade boxes. You can have everything you want on this menu and built into a package. So customers have an option. If you don't give the customer an option, they're just buying a car. But then this is very important. When customers buy a car, they compare between the brands. Right. But if you've got something different, you're going to win straight away.
That's for sure, yeah. So let's talk about, this is a bit of a different question. Showroom, yes. We know 80% of customers are decided already about which car they want when they come to the showroom. So you now have a customer that comes in, and how do you make sure, and how do you suggest dealers should make sure that the accessories are actually also available online?
Yeah, so online purchases are very important. With ArcaneWarrior.ae, we have everything all online. We have products available. We have all the details of the product, as well as the ability to buy online. We have Tabby to make it easier for our customers.
Great,
yeah. So the idea is that dealers should offer this within their online packages. You can buy cars online.
Indeed.
So why shouldn't you be able to have the ability to be representative of, say, for example, Arcane Warrior, and from that you could put the products onto your website, and customers can know that they can come to you. Dealers have a lot of trust in the market. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're already halfway there.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think we need to see more of that. We don't see much of that. I've done a few mystery shops over the last 2 weeks to try and look at the different things that's available in the market from distributors, and it's really failing. And this is one of the most major brands for off-roading didn't have anything available.
EVs are actually getting more and more. Subscription business is growing. People are shifting behaviors. So where do you see Arcane Warrior in this kind of business environment in the next 2 years, positioning itself? What do you see as the market? Where's the market going?
Yes, you've got EVs coming, but we're also seeing lifestyle. Whatever it is, let's take iCar, for example. iCar is an REEV, a REV, range extender. Yeah. It's obviously partially electric. If we still look at this market, electric vehicles are coming in, but what's really taking on is the hybrids and the range extenders. So a lot of the cars here today, it's absolutely fine. We cater for every single car. It doesn't matter what's under the hood.
Right.
As long as it gets you there, and gets you back home. And now with the infrastructure coming more and more, it's not an issue. So with Arcane Warrior, we're very lucky. We've got one roof which fits over 45 brands of vehicle, and each one of our roofs are tailored to that vehicle. So what that allows us to do is to make sure that every vehicle, whether it's gasoline or electric, can be covered. Okay, so we don't run universal, we don't do drilling into roofs, and it's very, very high end, and it's approved by over 8 manufacturers. So that gives you the strength there. So yeah, it's electric vehicles. What's changing? I think we're going to see more lifestyle, and we're seeing Liwa grow from 600,000 people to 1 million people in the space of 1 year.
Yeah,
and so that tells us something. So lifestyle. So we need to get on board with that to sell more cars. Yeah, to differentiate ourselves. There's a lot of competition in the market now.
So are we supposed to expect next year's Arcane Warrior Liwa Edition special package?
We create packages. So I help support some of the dealers with creating packages and OEMs. As I said, we're approved by a lot of the OEMs. We've worked globally. I'll give you an idea. So when we launched the Prado, the Toyota Prado in China, it was with Arcane Warrior. Great Wall, Haval and Tank we're partnered with. So when we look at where we're going, we're here to support, we're here to do packages. We did this for the OEMs already. We're doing this for dealers to help support them sell more cars because customers are looking for lifestyle.
Right.
You know, they have everything now. They don't have to worry about having all the electronics or the audio capabilities. It's standard in the cars now, from the cheapest ones to the most expensive. All the safeties there. But lifestyle, this is what needs to be pushed because this is where we're seeing people come from today.
And as we all know, that's where the money normally is, right?
Yeah.
Gareth, thank you so much for coming in today. The last 30 seconds of this session are always left for the customer. I've personally learned overlanding because after our last conversation, I went and Googled it because I did not know what it is. And I think a lot of people might have learned that today. But now it's about you. You're fresh to this journey. I know you're in the starting months of your journey. In those next 30 seconds, please feel free to give the message to our audience that helps you getting actually faster to your targets.
Yeah, so basically, Desert Forge is the exclusive distributor for Arcane Warrior. What we're looking to do is to evolve with car dealers and modification centers where we're looking for new dealers in Dubai, in all of the UAE, and in Oman to become Arcane Warrior approved mod centers. We're also looking for car dealers who want to differentiate themselves against other competitors that they have and to provide lifestyle options. So we do everything from car roof rack systems to military grade roof boxes, to side awnings, to rooftop tents, to 270-degree awnings, tables, chairs, everything at a high quality, high level, A to Z solution. So we're looking for that. Our website is arcanewarrior.ae, and we're here present in Dubai, but we facilitate Dubai, Oman, UAE, Oman, and also the UK. So I'm exclusive for the UK as well.
Well, best of luck with that business, and thank you for coming in, sharing those insights today, and looking forward to follow your journey.
Thank you. Thank you, Sebastian.